Hey YouTube, what's up? Blue Witch here. How are you guys doing tonight? Good, I hope. I'm gonna back this up just a tad. How are y'all doing? I'll take a drink before we get started. Hi, hello, darling. How are you today? Did you make it through the day okay, sister? Hello, hi. Hello, darling. How is everyone? Did you have a great day? Well, hello there. Hi, stranger. Hello, Blue. I'm waiting for your response to my email. It's urgent, please. I responded. To your email. Oh, I got 2 emails from you after I responded, and they were both blank. Like they didn't say anything. So I don't know what happened, but sometimes I've noticed that happens occasionally. Like I'll get email from people and there will be no content. So it's kind of hard to reply to nothing. It's fantastic. I'm doing so well. Hi, sweetheart. From Mexico. I had the craziest dream last night, you guys. It was wild. But the weird thing was, I had the dream, and then I woke up and did some stuff around the house. And then I went back to sleep, and I had it again. And so it wasn't a dream. It was a dream, but it was a spirit was giving it to me because he wanted me to cross him over. And I don't usually have that happen anymore. They're not allowed to do that to me anymore. So it was kind of weird for me to have that happen because it wasn't pleasant. But I slept really good. I was in a really deep sleep from it, so I was happy about that. You know. So my belladonna oil came out amazing. I got a cork for it finally, found one that would fit it. And so I have the Skull-Dude in the daytime. I have the Skull-Dude being glued on the top, so I can't play with it until then. But I sleep when I leave to shop it in the morning from like, I don't know, 5 or 6 in the morning until I wake up. I mean, I have to get up a few times during the day to take care of my daughter, and then I just go back to sleep. Because I have people that come in during the day to do stuff for her, and so I don't have to like be awake. And she's a night person like me, so she stays up all night. She doesn't sleep at night. Hi, Grey Witch. How are you, my darling? And it means when you continue to dream and you go back to sleep. Yes. That's what it means, sister. It's usually, and it's something that happened to someone else, to a spirit. And usually it's a very traumatic event in their life, and then they make you dream it. They want you to see it, and usually you'll see it through their eyes, what they saw, and then they want you to cross them over. And so they're showing you what they went through, and I don't know why, but they feel like they need to tell you what happened to them. Yeah, you're probably a medium. If that happens to you all the time, you probably cross people over in your sleep and you don't even know it. You watch my videos. Oh, well, that's so sweet, Grey Witch. We missed you last time. He's just too busy for us these days, you guys. He's got his own life. Everything before it happens, it's pretty. Oh, that's cool. Those are premonitions. That's pretty cool. I don't always get that. Sometimes I do. But I don't really pay. I mean, Hecate will tell me, you need to pay attention, young lady, and I'll be like, and then I'll pay attention and I'll get it. But, you know. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about spell casting, if that's okay. How many of you, God dang, there's a gnat. How many of you are witches? Myself having nightmares after doing a tarot reading for my family members. Is that normal? Yeah, because you're connecting to other people's energy, and so, yeah. So when you connect to other people's energies, a lot of times, if you don't have protection in place, then they're things that are around them, their spirits that are around them and stuff can like come and try to get you to help them cross over and things like that. It has nothing to do with their readings. It just means that you open yourself up and you connect to other people's energy. And then you kind of open yourself up to that when that happens. Nice. Some people say it is. I don't say it. I don't think that being a medium is being a witch. It's all witches, not all witches. I shouldn't say that because some witches are not witches. But I think that I think mediums are mediums and they do spiritual work. It's a form of witchcraft, kind of, sort of. You're working with energies. You're opening a portal and you're crossing them over. You're communicating with the dead. Witches do that. Real witches do that. Real witches can talk to dead people. Real witches can call them, command them to come forth, conjure them, trap them in a box if we want to, cross them over to the other realm if we want to. Real witches can do shit like that. Yeah. That's kind of what, I don't know if I should go there, but I'm like, it's so stuck in my brain. And I'm trying to hit on, sister, remember what we watched yesterday? I'm trying to hit on that the littlest bit, because I'm still so about it. I'm wondering, do you guys see that gnat? Oh, he's driving me crazy. I'm trying so hard. Okay, to be politically correct about it. Okay. But I could be wrong. What if I'm wrong? Okay. I'll just talk about myself. And then we'll leave other witches out of it. I don't need to have DNA to cast a spell on anyone. I can do it with just a picture, name, date of birth. When you're born in this realm, on Earth, when you're born in this realm, you create your spirit being born. Creates a comic splash in the universal energies. And then you're given a name, okay? And a date and a time and all these things. And so you're known to the universe, okay? You were born, you created this energy splash in the universe. I can connect to that by just having your name, date of birth, and your picture. The picture is mostly for me to look into the eyes so that I can connect to the energy through that. I can connect to your energy just by looking at your eyes in a picture and like astro travel in, you know, out there and just find you and pick you out and say shit in your head. And I'm not trying to say I'm a badass. I'm just saying that that's what a witch does, okay? We don't necessarily, I don't need your sperm. I don't need your blood. I don't need your urine. Please don't ever send me that shit. That's disgusting. And the thought that you would, I mean, if you want to do a honey jar on your man and you want to put his DNA in it, then that's great. Do it. Do it up. Stick it in there. Put him in a honey jar. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about casting a spell. Not that a honey jar isn't a form of witchcraft, because it certainly is. But hi, hello. After how much time should I recast a separation breakup spell for faster results? I won't recast until for 28 days, 1 moon cycle. And that's another thing. Lots of times I'll cast and then I'll put my energy into it for 3 days. I'll put fresh candles 3 days, put my energy, shove it out there, connect, tell them what I want, etc., etc. Call my deities, tell them what I want, whatever. Okay, I do that for 3 days, and then I go and bury it. You know, I dispose of it appropriately, depending on what the spell is, of course. And then, yes, Facebook photos are completely perfect. Don't care. So I'm just trying to say to you, please don't feel like you need DNA to cast a spell. Yeah. It's just the energy pulling it, moving the energies around of your love life, and they'll just move shit around until they get it right. The energy will just keep going, you know, like the little pixels. It'll just keep going around you until it figures the best way to get it together how I want it, and it doesn't usually stop unless you stop it. There are things that people can do to stop the energy, and that's in what to do and what not to do video. Okay. But that's only a client. Now, the person that I cast on can stop it too if he wants to. He or she can go to another witch and have it broke off, can, you know, take the cleansing bath. They could do, you know, they could do things to remove stuff off of them as well if they know it's on them. And if that happens, then we need to do an unblocking or a booster or things like that. That's crazy. Did you have a special connection to that person? Because sometimes we meet our soulmate or our twin flame or whatever before we're ready, and then they get put away until we're ready, and then when we're ready, they'll bring them back into your life. Sometimes that happens. So I don't know. Maybe it could be anyone, everyone. Yeah, it's like a fairy. It will keep annoying you until it is fully successful in its mission. Don't get me started on fairies. You're doing that on purpose. He's so clever, you guys. He's so smart. He knows how to get me going on that stuff, and then he gets joy out of watching him fuck with me. He does. Yes, Grey Witch is naughty. And tell you, well, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But I am so excited about your spell because I got to do it in Lucifage, and I am like over the moon about him. Chris has wrote all of them. I love you too, Grey Witch. You're my brother. Yes, yours. Yes, I'm so excited. I have so many plans for me and him. So many plans for me and him. I am so excited. I can't wait till Wednesday. So if you guys have like, I'm not going to do curses with him, but I'm going to do like all the prosperities for a while and loves, and no curses with him though. Only things we want. I'm even going to do one for myself with him because I'm super excited. I can't wait to have a plan. And I have a special client who lives in another country that I'm going to be doing a spell for with him on luck. It's going to be a special spell, and I'm so excited about it. Someone is threatening to curse me if we both practice magic. Just ignore them. And if you feel like something's on you, if you can feel something's on you, don't listen to that, because that's them getting in your head, creating the road for them to get that curse in there. So if someone tells you they're going to curse your ass, that's them getting in your head so that later they can curse your ass. So just, put up a protection. But if you feel like they put something on you, then you take a cleansing bath. Get the hyssop and the rue out, get your bath going, and wash the shit off of you. And if she keeps doing it, or he keeps doing it, if he does it again after that, do a reversal spell on him, and anything that it sends to you will just go right back to him. And if he does it again, then go to Hecate and be like, Hecate, this is your child, and I've not cursed them, but they keep cursing me. I need you to handle it. And she'll handle it. And she'll wipe them. They'll have no more abilities. Okay, where am I at? Let's see. How many have you done with Lucifage? Just a couple. He's brand new with me. We're still in our honeymoon. No, he doesn't. Wait, let me see. Can someone ask you to work with a specific deity? They can, but I will tell them to fuck off. Yes. It's crazy. Because I have been seeing. Yes. That means you're on the right path. Lose yourself in the fog of doubt and revere, and you will never reach the crystal. It will forever remain but a dream. Aww. I'm excited for my Alkin can't wait. The name. Confidence. Crystal Ritter. I love that. It's so beautiful. You guys, I'm just on cloud nine. And you know what? After I worked with him, I was so high on energy. It was nice. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too. It was just good. Just good. And then when I finally fell asleep, I slept like a freaking rock. It was amazing. Just happy as can be. Good stuff. You know. So, oh, and somebody wanted to know about Belladonna. Let's say I asked for a love spell and asked how to work with Hecate, would you do it? If I work with Hecate, yeah. If someone asked me to do a spell, well, I've had that happen. I think I did a video on it. But they wanted me to work with certain demons or something that I didn't work with. And I was like, well, why would I do that? First of all, I work with Lucifer and Belial, and they're the kings. They're the gods over all demons. So why would I go to a lower level vibration to work with when I could work with them? Does this make sense to you? No. So how about you, if you want me to cast for you, you let me be the professional and you don't try to tell me who to fucking work with. How about that? That's what I did. What exactly do you think confidence is? The true balance of confidence is not visible to the eye. Casting about you, gaze will not reveal a single mote of its light. He's a poet and didn't know it. Tell us about Lucifer. Is it necessary to recast all the time after a lunar cycle? No, it's not. Not if you see energy moving. If there's movement and it's been a lunar cycle and hello, if there's movement in the spell and the casting was successful and you could see things moving but it's not going fast enough, then we do a booster. But if there's no movement and it's been a lunar cycle, then I recommend an unblocking. But sometimes there's things that are in the way that you don't know about, that you don't understand, and that can't be solved. I have a client, for example, who we did a love spell for, a comeback love spell, and he just broke up with her for no apparent reason and things like this, and then later we kept trying to figure out what was going on, and then later we found out after a few months of no movement that he broke up with her because he was gay. And so sometimes there's different things in people's lives that you don't know, and he never told her, and so she didn't know, and then, you know, of course they're not gonna, you know, her ancestors, her spirit guides aren't going to allow him to come back into her life and waste more of her time, more of her life away on somebody who's never going to be able to fully commit to her and at the level that she requires. You know, you can't, just sometimes things happen. This was a long time ago, but you know, it's just an example. Sometimes things like this happen that you don't know about. Sometimes they have children with someone else, and They have extra bonds that you don't know about. Sometimes they're married, and if they divorce their wife, then they lose their business, they lose their house, they lose their kids, they lose their families, and they're not willing to do that for you. No matter how much pain and suffering they're in, no matter how much they love you, um, they spent 20 years of their life building a business and paying on this home and doing repairs, and they've invested 20 years with someone. They're not going, no matter how much pain they're in, they're not willing to walk away from that just to be with you because they love you. They'll always think of you, they'll always want you, they'll always compare everyone to you. They'll never be able to get you out. Glitch. They'll never be able to get rid of you out of their minds. You'll always be in their heart. But at the same time, what are you going to do? The energy can do so much. And every time they do anything, they'll think of you. They'll always want you. They'll do whatever they can to always have a part of you with them. But there's just certain things that so when you get involved with someone, you always got to make sure that they're capable of giving you what you need and what you want before you invest in yourself. And then you don't have that problem. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Okay, I'm going to go back and look at a few things that I know I missed when I was on my little rant. Hang on one second. Not good. Why are you not good? Yay, you made it. Why are you not good? Nothing? Okay, well, I'm going to get on with this then. 1, 2, 3. All right. Just trying to hassle me, I guess. It's always necessary to recast. Okay, we need till we see movement. Hello, have you ever seen full manifestation longer than a year? Yes, I have. I've had clients get married. I've had that are still married. I've had people move from other countries into their country, relocate, change jobs, all that good stuff. How do you see the bonds between people are unreliable and fragile? Well, that needs to be healed, and so I would start with a healing love spell kind of thing. Yeah. Someone is a child of Hecate. Can someone put a curse on them, or are they protected? Well, they can put a curse on them, but as soon as it's found out, they're in big trouble. Hecate will go after them, she'll smash them and she'll wipe them. She don't fuck around. Hi, sweetheart. I've never seen a full manifestation longer than a year. I'm sorry. A curse. I have not seen an actual curse working in this day and age. Oh. Well, what is the topic? There's all kinds. We're all over the place, sweetie. Peace is but a shadow of death. Desperate to forget the painful past. Through, we hope, for the promising years after tears. Yesterday's sorrows. I need to get my glasses on. Okay. I might have a really good spell for you. I have a really good depression spell. I mean, you might just be a poet. I could be wrong. But if you're feeling a little down, I have a really good spell for that. Just so you know. Wish if I had a curse to be alone. What? Curse to be alone. Will the spell break it? You mean if someone cursed you to be alone? If someone cursed you, hi sweetie. If someone cursed you to be alone, then we need to break that off of you. Hi everyone. Hello, darling. Have you ever stopped casting for someone and won't do any more love spells for them? And why is that reason? Yes, I have. I need it. Laughing out loud. I feel down. You're silly. You crack me up. It's like a dog. It's like a dog grass. I have lots of stuff in it, and it has amethyst, herbs, and lots of good healing stuff to calm your nerves and make you feel better. The crazy ice cream lady. How about the crazy ice cream man? Ice cream man. That's a song by... Who is that by? Not the old one. Not with David Lee Roth. There's another one that I love. You blocked her. Oh. I don't want to think about it too much, but I may because the last relationship was 10. Well, email me and I'll tell you what to do to get it off you, okay? Years ago, and nothing lasts longer than 3 months after that. Oh. Oh, here we go. Okay, wait. I love these. This poet. Let's see. Too bright a shine draws eyes of envy. I know. That is so true. Do you have any remedies for that? That's been a problem my whole life. It's true. I'm totally being a smartass, but it's true. If you have a remedy, you let me know, okay? We'll talk. Okay, what did we say here? Oh, no, now look what you started. The ice cream. Can you curse someone using animals? Oh, I don't like to. I found a dead mouse. Oh, well, that's different. Then yes, I've done that many times. Hecate gave me a spell, a curse to do on this, on these people that were really bad people, and I did it. And I didn't want to. She wanted me to kill a mouse, and I didn't want to kill the mouse. And then, the next day that I was supposed to perform this spell, my dog brought me a mouse. It's like, all right, okay, I get it. So I have got 2 goddesses then with me. Well, it sounds like it, honey. Do your research on the Morgan, and a lot of times if you need something, okay, the Morgan is like, from what I understand, I'm not a Morgan expert by any means, you guys, but the Morgan is a warrior goddess. Like, she'll give you strength and she'll give you confidence and things like that. And so, and she's the goddess of death too, but we won't talk about that, because I think in the area that you would be needing her would be the strength, you know, and so, and the confidence. And so I would say she's there probably to balance you out in that area to get you up where you need to be. But yeah, Hecate will let other deities come to you to balance you out, to get you where you need to be. She don't give a fuck. up here. You know what I mean? But the Morgan's a fucking don't take her lightly. Ooh, you know, I'm gonna play with her. Get her son. The same is happening to me. 9-year relationship. Thereafter, nothing 3 months. Yeah, you guys. And well, you know my personal cleansing bath? You guys might want to do that for 3 months. Like once a week for 3 months, and that should get all that shit off you. I'm pretty sure that I went over yours with you already the other day, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. We already talked about yours in one of the videos. There is no difference. Light and dark have the same root, as do harmony. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to read it in my monotone voice. Okay. On the contrary, feeble mortal, there is no difference. Light and dark have the same root, as do the harmony and disorder. Man, I hope you're writing this shit down, y'all. You can't get this anywhere else. Any plans for Sammy? Maybe. For me, I get sick of them so fast. One little annoying thing they do, I can't stand. I know who my twin flame is, so I can't even get dating anyone else. I've tried. Bye, Tallulah. Have a good night. Good night, Tallulah. Yeah, I know I haven't been on a lot. 80-hour weeks are killing me. Yeah, I did a couple. As far as I remember, everyone's went well. There was one that didn't do good, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't yours. And, but yes, can I cast for multiple people wanting the same thing all at the same time? It depends on if you're capable of doing that, working too much. But also, no, I won't with him, so I guess I'm just getting a lot of cats. Well, sometimes, well, you know, you can have more than one twin flame. Just throwing that out there. Do you play the Ouija board? Not really. Sometimes I do, but it just seems so... Good night. It just seems so, I don't want to say anything bad about it because there's really nothing bad about it. But when you can just talk to them, why would you need a Ouija board? Okay, wait. We have another one. The purity of a heart that only sees things as they are on the surface can also turn poisonous. Can I ask why you won't do more spells for me? What? I will. But sometimes you can do them because you're a witch. And I want you to grow, and I want you to practice and grow your energies and lift your vibrations. And if I do your spells for you, then you won't grow. Then why would you have to? And you could just be like, hey, Blue Witch. But if there's something that you've tried and it's not working, then you can call me and I'll help you. then I'll do it for you. I like for you newly witches to try to do a couple of spells on your own. And I don't just do that to you, sister. I do that to everyone. I do it to all of you beautiful, brand new witches out there that are going through your awakenings. I do it to all of them. And your words are so powerful. Aww. They are, aren't they? He's a poet. Are you a boy or a girl? She does it to me all the time. See? You're not the only one. I did a spell once. It took 9 months to manifest, but when it did, it was so funny to watch. I had to undo it, and I did it myself. See? Good job. Why rely on this? Seek for help. Oh, are you a troll? I'm so sad. The time is near. In the end, one must find for oneself the power that dwells within. I'm so sad, Bate. We really liked you. You're not a troll? I think you are. Are you against witchcraft? Are you against working with Lucifer, Belial, and Hecate? Are you? He's been blocked. Who blocked him? Did you block him? I'm so excited to work with you. We emailed today. My boyfriend is driving forward. Nice. I'm excited too. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah, I think he was a little bit of a troll, and Grey Witch was probably tired of my monotone voice reading of his poetry. People live. We have the right to put our faith where we want to, just like we have a favorite color. That's right. Give him a chance. Get rid of that troll. True, but she is needed as Lula brings and teaches. Just one. We just blocked the one guy that Poet do because he got a little too deep, and he was heading in the wrong direction. I know, but he's a Christian. You know he was going there. I don't know why they get on here. This purple is burning his ears. Whatever. You guys, I totally... Oh! Christian witch. I knew it. I totally, you do. You have loads of it. You just need to open up. Just let it out. If you need help, seriously, if all jokes aside, if it's something out of your comfort zone and if you're not comfortable with it, then just let me know and I'll do it, okay? And earlier, the chick who asked me why I won't cast for somebody that I did a love spell for, it's the same old person. There's just one person that I do that to, and that is because Well, for one, she lives in another country that women are really go through a lot of bad stuff, and I feel really bad for her. And so I cast for her one time, not knowing the whole story. But then later, I found out the whole story, which was one, the guy that she was wanting me to do a breakup spell with was married, and that they had a child together, and she even. Oh, it's so hard to say this, you guys, for me. I just don't like it, and I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it. And that is, she said to me that the little girl can't even, she's 4 years old, she won't even sleep at night without, until her dad gets home. And she's loves her daddy so much and all this stuff, and she wanted her to be cursed too. And then she told me that they never had sex, but she had done something with him, fooled around with him a little bit at work, and he told her that she was beautiful and blah blah blah. And then she, like, and but they'd never had intercourse or anything like that. And this was like 2 years ago when this happened. And so then she told me, well, at first she told me she just wanted to have him exposed to his wife, and I said fine, and so I did an exposure. And then the wife found out, and he was exposed. She found out what he did, and then they decided to move somewhere else, away from that lady, so that they could start over with their family. And then anyways, sorry. And then, anyways, she forgave her husband, da 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 da. They were moving away, and so then she's freaking out and wanting me to do divorce spells on them and curse their relationship and stuff like that. And this was a long time ago, and she just needs to move on, and she's being obsessed. And so she just needs to move on and let them go, because I'm not doing it. Thank you. I special ordered it. It's ceramic. It's a ceramic ring. It's really pretty. See? Okay, let's see what I missed. I saw a lot of drama on here. Hang on. Where are we? Yeah. Yeah, Gretter. It was a horrible thing, and I'm not doing it. And so she keeps, every other day I get an email from her hounding me to do it, and I keep saying, I'm not doing it. I'm a hunter, a person who hides behind a gas mask since 2003. My reason of my own, a vow in which I will not shed an ounce of skin. Recently, one night, I was awakened by a loud crash, followed by a series of screaming. Wow. I think he's just got a book out and is just like reading from the book, you guys, seriously. Sometimes that I forget that people are attracted to my energy, so I say to them, what are you looking at? Why are you watching me? Laughing out loud. How do you protect yourself out in public? That's a hard one. That takes a lot of work and a lot of practice. I've used servitors, mostly pendulums, not pendulums, but, help me, what's it called? Our necklaces, and enchant it to protect you, to put a field around you. Yeah, it's hard. I would just put a shield around yourself before you go in. Pull your energy in as close to you as you can. And you got to try different things until you find something that works well for you. Yeah. Thanks. You're right. You're silly. What is he talking about? I don't know. He's just babbling on. It's funny. As I ran to investigate, I saw a roof torn apart and all the metal furniture destroyed. I looked up at the night sky and I can hear screeching in the sky. What is he talking about? I think that he might live in his own little world, so it's okay. Amulets. Thank you! Thank you! An amulet. Sweet tea. Make enchanted amulet for protection. God! Thank you for that. Whatever it was, I hope it never returns. Okay. Are you on drugs, darling? Hi, darling. How long does a new love spell usually take to work? It depends on what kind of new love spell. Like to bring someone to you? I don't know. We'll have to wait. You let me know. I don't consume drugs. Love how animated you are reading all out. Yeah. Why are you here, doll? I want my ex back. I feel so horrible right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Perhaps the reason to find some sort of advice. Well, if you need advice, sweetheart, just ask. You don't have to do all the dramatics. It's not required. My grandmother has 2 amulets after someone tried killing her with magic. Oh, I find it amazing that my love spell took 5 months to unblock me. It's crazy. You have so much energy, and I don't know what's going on with you, what Hecate's got planned for you, especially if you have the Morgan hanging out with you. Holy crap. That's pretty impressive. I'm sorry. Which have you ever used Cooper Dust? I use it all the time. I'm going to use it tonight. Take it down a bit. You made blue pop. I found it amazing that they made less of 5 million. Do you use the term hex? Sometimes. If I feel like it. I know. Especially mine. Mine's. Are you cursing? Who are you cursing if it's okay to ask? No. You can't ask who I'm cursing. It's for a client. Yeah, it's curse day. Why do you think I'm so excited? Do you make your own Gooper Dust? I do. My Gooper Dust has a dehydrated, ground up mouse in it. It has snake skin in it. It has bugs in it. It has chili powder in it. It has belladonna in it. It has wolfsbane in it. It has all kinds of poisons and nasty shit. I'm not offended. So it's a good one. Always. What's been the longest time for a spell to work? Well, for it to work completely, I would have to say, there's always so many things that twist and turn. Energy can start right away. Okay, I had Okay, I would have to say probably a year for it to completely work. I had to do a comeback love from someone that she hadn't heard from in 23 years. And then he found her and contacted her. Then he lived in another country. So then we had to do an open road to get him to move back to the country that she was living in. Then we had to do a marriage. And so it was like we did a bunch of spells to get it to work. And all of it together took a year. Oh no, I'm from California, in the United States of America. Have you ever done a curse using a voodoo doll? All the time. Yes, I have. I do. I have some in coffins actually that have people's, thank you, have people's names on them that are just waiting for a certain something to happen. And then when the certain something happens, I will trap their souls into their pockets. And then they will be my slaves. Just saying positive, just staying positive and continue with your life. Soon you'll see what manifests like magic. Does the spell always have to be done with a deity to work? No. If you're a witch, you don't have to use it. You don't have to use the energies from the deities. But I like it. Well, at first, when I first started, I always used my own power, my own energy from my chakras for myself. And I would make my energy balls, and I still do it a lot because it's really comfortable and easy to do. But you make power balls from your own chakra energy, okay? And then you shove it into the ball. Well, with deities, they'll push their energy through you, through your chakras. You kind of filter it. And then you take that energy that they're pushing through you, you could feel it. And then you put it into your spells. And then you don't burn yourself out. And a lot of like other kinds of work where you have to do like manifestations or manipulations, things like that. You want to use you should work with deities because then they can just send minions, their little, to go do their bidding, and you ask them to do it, and then they send their peoples to do it or whatever, that kind of thing. And then you don't have to use so much of your energy. And so that's what I do. Sometimes it just depends on what I feel like doing that day. Do you know what that green mark is? It's just your heart chakra. Your heart chakra energy is green. And so it's mixing with your throat chakra energy, and it's just making a mark on you. It's nothing scary. Your energies will show up in your pictures all the time. I wonder what you did for my crazy neighbor to move. Do you remember? I think I sent some demons to haunt their house until they left. I have heard a lot of internal spirits online. Is that just tormenting spirits? Nah. I would never do that. I'm just a sweet little witch. It depends on what kind of energy you want to use. Ooh, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you, honey. Send him over. Yep. I did this one spell one time where I took their home. I took a picture of their home. I got a little one of those little birdhouse thingies, the little wood ones, and I painted it and shit. And I took their picture of their home and their address and everything, and I stuck it inside the little house, and then I stuck it in a jar and I filled it with poison, and I cursed them and I commanded them to leave and all that. That was a fun spell. I like to do that one again. Any neighbor beyonds? Sweet tea? We could do that one again. That one sounds like fun. Let's see how long it takes for them to leave. Let's start timing this shit. I'm totally joking. Alright, you guys, I'm getting ready to get off of here and get set up for my curse night. I had to get some fresh water out here for Hecate's beautiful new flowers and to put in her chalice and things. And so I got to get set up, get candles lit, get all my offerings done, and call forth all my beautiful friends. And you're so funny. I do love spells Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays normally, depending on what kind of love spell it is. I'll be waiting. Sorry, guys. I'm just joking around tonight. But anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I love you all so very much. And I look forward to talking to you guys later. Okay? Peace out. Good night.